We are here with Jonathan, Iceman Jonathan. I don't know, that's what I've been calling you.
I thought I was Johnny, what'd you call me the other time? Not Johnny Sins, something else.
They call you Johnny Sins. You're here, man. You just did your first photo. Is this the first time you've done a photo shoot like in a fitness setting? I'm sure you've done it for your wife. You guys did like photo shoots and stuff.
Yeah, it's the first time for like a fitness. It was probably the hardest thing. I was sweating buckets.
We're here a year. It's almost been a year since we started working together.
11 months on the
11
program.
months. What has fucking
85
changed
pounds
for you?
Off of CPAP machine, off of blood pressure pills, off of beta blockers, able to run, lifestyle change. I'm comfortable. I'm still eating what I want on weekends because if you let me eat every day, then I'll be back to where I was. But I think I found the balance of where I'm still enjoying what I love, which is eating food, pizza, burger, whatever it is, while still being healthy and being able to do what I want to do. Walk upstairs, run, whatever it is. And I don't look like I'm gonna eat my family.
I'd say for you, like, dude, you've gone through a dramatic change, right? You just told me what your fucking doctors told you, where they're like, holy shit, you lost so much weight. Why didn't you come and see us? Because they thought it was unintentional, but you have been dialed into the process. I want to hear where your head was at before we started working together. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I think you would agree that was a completely different version of Jonathan that we're talking about.
100%.
What was that version of yourself going through? What was that version of yourself?
That version of myself was, I think the biggest thing that related me or made me kind of attracted to your program or lean towards your content, because realistically it was your content that attracted me to talk to you, get on the program. So it was more of what you were saying on most of your stories or your posts was exactly me. On Monday I'm gonna start. And then when Monday comes around, I say Wednesday I'm gonna start. And I'm looking at different food, and every day it's another day. And I think when it comes to social media, I find that I support and follow a lot of Tamil content creators. Who else is going to support your own in your own community? So I think that's where we started because I seen your what to eat at a Tamil wedding. Hey, yo, bro, Tamil veggie food hits different. So I don't. It's like something that's I could always eat Tamil veggie food over meat. Anything. It's my favorite food. So I think I watched that content, started following you, and then when I seen your stories, I was like every week it was like, bro, stop saying you're gonna start on Monday. Stop saying you're gonna start on Wednesday. You gotta start now. You gotta start now. And then I think on one of the stories, they're like, are you gonna continue being a fat ass or let's lock in? And I think I hit the let's lock in button. And then within like 30 minutes, you message me and you're like, hey, so why don't we sit down and talk? Another thing that was positive for me is that most of the content creators that I see that are Tamil are from Scarborough. So I assumed you were from Scarborough. And then when we started talking, you're like, no, I'm in Brampton. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, where's your gym? You give me the address, I type it in, it's across the street from my house. I'm like, I don't know, this seems too good to be true. And then I knew also at that point that if I sign up on the program, I knew what it costs. I was like, if I pay him 1 month, I might come back on Monday and say, you know what, I'm okay losing this money. Let me just write it off and I'll go back to my ways. But I knew losing money or burning money is not something that sits well with me. So I was like, I'm gonna pay you 6 months up front and I'm gonna lock the fuck in. And I think that was a big thing for me too, and that's what locked me in. I paid 6 months straight up and I was like, there's no going back. I'm not gonna burn this money. I locked in as hard as I can. I'm not gonna say bro, I'll be jacked if I was locked in every goddamn day. But every weekend I still, like I think since I started with you in June, I probably had a wedding and a birthday party every weekend, sometimes 2 events every weekend. The biggest thing I realized is 1 shot of tequila is 90 calories. I was like, oh man, and I'm there like, I'll be at the wedding sometimes with like a pen marking down how many tequilas I had. I had 25 tequila shots at one wedding one night, and I'm looking at this going, oh shit, I'm not having the midnight poutine. I'll just stick to the tequila. But yeah, no, I wasn't 100% dialed in every day, but I think being 70% dialed in was like, bro, I'm down 85 pounds. I'm still looking at losing a little bit more weight and gaining some definition. And I think you're gonna lead me there. So you've led me all this way. More than confident that I've already achieved what I wanted. I think when we first started, when we had our initial call, I was like, I want to be back to like my high school weight at 220. Right now I'm at like hovering around 210.
Yeah.
And I went on vacation 2 weeks ago and I counted calories, but they weren't
super accurate.
They were over what I was supposed to be on, but 100% one of the better decisions. It's not a decision that I lost weight, it's a decision that's helped me health-wise. I think I've probably added years to my life. Because I look at pictures right now of how I looked a year ago and I was like, yo, that guy looks like he's gonna die next week. 100%. You look at those, and I think I shared one with you where I'm at Disney with my family, and I'm like, bro, why didn't anybody like look at me? And because I guess I was looking at the pictures and I wasn't realizing, but now you look back at it and I'm like, bro, that guy looks like
He looks
might
like
have-
he would eat you right
That's
now.
what you said, and
Yeah.
I was like 100%. That guy looks like he may die on the next 10K, like 10,000
Yeah,
steps.
yeah.
He might not make it.
Yeah.
So I'm happy where I am. It's health-wise. I think that's the biggest thing. Like a lot of the stuff you've taught me, starting to realize like a lot of the food that we're eating, like the garbage that's inside of it, and especially with my Crohn's disease, which obviously there's no cure for, no workout is going to fix that. But I've been able to fix the other things, the heart, the blood pressure, the CPAP machine, those things I've been able to fix. The Crohn's I have is not fixable, but with what I've learned with
can
the
manage it
food,
better.
that it's all manageable. And I think the biggest thing is not the weight loss, it's the health that I've gained and probably the years that I've added to my life, that I feel I've added to. I could end tomorrow anyway, but I'm saying health-wise, I feel good.
There's one thing you can go back and tell John from a year ago, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there in that same situation, right? There's one thing that you could go back and tell that version of yourself. What would it be?
I don't think that version of me would believe me when I said you're gonna die tomorrow, bro. I could go online and find out to tell me what I need to do to get stuff done, but at the end of the day, I think I needed somebody who will hold me accountable. I needed to do it. I think you've provided that, but I think that's unrelated to the question you asked me. But if I could tell myself a year ago, I don't think I'll believe myself, but I'll say you're going on a path that's you're not going to be able to recover from. I think I caught myself at a good point. I was turning 4. I think I joined with you, and then we had my birthday party a month
few months later, yeah.
Probably like 60 days later, and I was already feeling good. Like the first week I was with you, I was like, bang, holy shit. I was like, all right, then I was like semi-locked in. I can't say I was locked in because I obviously wasn't.
No,
but-
we're here where we are right now. Like, fucking proud of you, man. A lot of people are gonna give up through that process. A lot of people, there are lots of ups and downs.
I would have too. That's why I paid you 6 months. I was like, you know what? If I paid this guy 1 month or 2 months, I would write that off.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I would have wrote it off. But because I knew myself and I knew what I was against, and I knew I was procrastinating for maybe 10 years about what I'm gonna do with myself, that I knew I had to do that. I've worked out before. I've lost weight maybe 22 years ago, probably when I was in my 20s. I lost like a good amount of weight, was getting definition, everything I wanted. It was easy for me to, you know what I mean, get off that wagon because I only did it for 3 months and I was a lot lower on weight, so it was easy to lose it. But this time around doing it now, I've been up to a year now, or reaching a year. I feel like I'm enjoying this. And like every week, my day revolves around how am I gonna schedule to go to the gym, how I'm gonna get my cardio. I used to book hotels and I look at what restaurants around the hotel. Now I book hotels, I'm like, where's the fitness room?
Yeah.
Like, what do they have in the fitness
Yeah,
room
yeah,
is what
yeah,
I
yeah.
look at when I book hotels now because I think you've helped me set that mentality that it's a lifestyle change. It's not something that I'm gonna do. It's a complete lifestyle change, and it makes me feel good about myself.
Kudos to you.
thank
You're
you,
here.
bro.
You're a stand-up guy. You come, you put in the work, and I think like at this point with everyone that's here, but it's more than a client relationship. We're kind of
no,
boys now with
100%.
everything that we've done, and so confident in you that this is just the beginning of where we're trying to get to. So
Putting a lot of pressure on me right now, but yeah.
you're gonna be fine. We're gonna be
No,
fine.
100%.
You
That's
got
what I'm
this
trying
far.
to. That's what I'm trying to achieve. I'm trying to go a little further. Like I'm not gonna get jacked with a six-pack. That's not my goal. But my goal is to be healthy. I want to do that. I will wake up when I drive downtown to Toronto, like 6, 7 in the morning, and I see people jogging, and I'm like, I want to be like that.
We're gonna get there.
I want to be that person that jogs on Lakeshore in the morning.
Yeah.
And I know I'm gonna do it this year.
Fucking
I'm
sick.
gonna
Let's
do
do
it
it,
this
baby.
year, so we'll see.
We're gonna make it happen. Thank you for listening.
I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, man.